Hey, distance seekers, rejoice, because in this video I'm going to show you how you can get more clubhead speed in as little as 10 minutes. I know it sounds crazy, right? But you're just going to have to watch to find out. Hey, this is Steve with HitItLonger.com. I'm on a journey, a mission to hit the ball longer off the tee, but not just longer, but laser straight too, because we all know that the trees can be full of long hitters. So you want to be that unicorn who can hit it long and straight for 18 holes, because hitting it like that just makes golf so much fun. So if you want to have more fun with your game, pick up a few yards this season, by all means join us. Hit the subscribe button, like this video at the end if you liked it, and leave a comment down below. All right, think of getting more clubhead speed as if you were getting more speed in your sports car going down the quarter mile. What would help you get to a faster speed doing the quarter mile? Well, number one, if you could back the car up and get a 100-yard head start. In other words, instead of going a quarter mile, you got to go a quarter mile plus an extra 100 yards. Your car would reach a higher speed. If your car simply had a bigger, more powerful engine, and you were using it over that extra distance, you'd get even faster. Now, what we'll need to do to get more clubhead speed, now we're kind of going more on an arc or a circular style instead of just straight down the drag strip. But what we're going to need to do is, we're going to need to make a bigger wind up, complete the backswing, so that the handle of the club here and the club head have a longer journey back to the ball again. That's going to give you, just like the sports car, a little bit longer runway to accelerate to a higher speed. So compared to a swing where the butt of the club and the head only goes to 3/4, as opposed to, let's say, world champion driver, long driver Kyle Berkshire, he's going to have a lot more runway to speed up his club. Consider this latest tweet from Tony Finau a couple of weeks ago, where just for fun, he's at home playing with some of his buddies or his siblings, and he decides, hey, I'm going to see what happens if I can just take a full, complete backswing. And you see what happens. He's already fast, but this is ridiculous. I mean, he carried the ball over 400 yards in the air simply by completing the swing. He picks up about 13, 15 miles an hour over his normal speed that he plays on tour. All right, so in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be working on faster clubhead speed. Number one, by practicing a longer, wider, more complete backswing. I'm going to start with my POWER COIL PRO. You can find this on my website. I'll leave a link to it in the description. I'm going to walk it out. It's a wonderful full body stretch, and it helps me kind of retain the memory of what it feels like to wind the club up, wind the shoulders up, and get it really, really wide. Again, pick this up on my website. It's a great tool when you're trying to increase your clubhead speed. All right, now I'm going to use this tool called the Orange Whip, and I'm going to reinforce the longer, wider backswing idea, getting the handle further away from its final destination, getting the club head further from its final destination. In other words, lengthening out the drag strip. And I'm now going to practice fluidly back and forth, working on that ridiculously long, wide backswing, just like this. Now notice I put some exaggeration into those swings. I didn't swing fast. I was merely trying to reinforce the feeling of a full windup and a super pass parallel swing, so that hopefully when I get the ball in the way, I can just pick up a certain percentage of that exaggeration. All right, now that I've felt over and over again that sensation of making that full, long, wide backswing, I now have my speed whoosh here. And what I'm going to use this for is I'm going to try to turn this long wide backswing into more speed at the bottom by making the swoosh louder and louder. This would be like the second example of the drag racer, where you just have a bigger, stronger engine. And in this case, it comes down to how quickly, how forcefully I can torque the club head around the handle as my body's turning through the ball. So the more torque I can put on this handle to cause the club to go around it, the faster the club head speed's going to be. It's like having a bigger, more powerful engine. So I'm just going to experience the combination of long wide with swoosh at the bottom. So it's simply long wide, swoosh, long wide, swoosh, just like I'm going at it pretty hard. Now it's great to use an overspeed, underweighted device like the Speed Whoosh to really teach you and coordinate you on moving all your body parts faster. It's more about coordination than strength. It's about putting all the muscles together with their pull at the same time. Now we come to the toughest part of this, and that is your willingness to suck, or your willingness to hit some bad shots. So just like any other swing change, if you want to make a longer, wider backswing and you want to apply more torque to this thing, your timing is going to be thrown off. You might whiff the ball, top the ball, hit it off the end of the stick way off to the right into Lee Jansen's ass, something like that. You're going to hit some bad shots, so you have to be willing to do that. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to commit to winding up longer, wider, applying a little bit more torque at the bottom, and to hell with where the ball goes. I am simply trying to coordinate these movements. As they become more coordinated down the road with repetition, I'm going to start being able to control the ball on these same swings. So let's give it a try. We're going to go longer, wider, and then put a little more swoosh at the bottom. Let's see what happens. All right, straight but thin. Now that one had a nice high club head speed, but I didn't have a lot of distance to show for it because I missed the sweet spot. But in this exercise, I'm completely willing to completely fan on it in exchange for changing my form to get used to swinging faster. So let's try one more. Okay, and this is going to be out of my comfort zone, long and wide, with a bigger shoulder turn than usual. Feels like my head's way off the ball, I can't see it. Feels very awkward. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to go through and become more uncomfortable, willing to suck more by applying some more swoosh down at the bottom of the swing like the Speed Whoosh was training me to do. Here we go. And let's just do one more to see if I can top the speed on the first one. Whew. Now that one I smoked. All right, so one of my fastest ball speeds of the month. I was lucky that I tagged it. Wasn't expecting to, that was only a bonus. I was expecting to whiff it. Longer, wider, apply more whip at the bottom. That's the easy part. The hard part is taking it to the range and committing to it for about 15 or 20 swings per bucket. Do that for about a month until some coordination takes place. You might split the difference on the course, but there you go. In 10 minutes, you'll be able to swing faster using this routine and carry it over to the golf course after you do some repetitions. All right, I'm going to go back to work on my longer, straighter drive because it's really fun to hit them out there like that. But thanks for watching. I'm Steve. Don't forget to check out my website, hititlonger.com, where you're going to get over 100 free videos and articles that will all help push your golf game in the right direction. And as always, hey, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.